We're now going to move on to how you can insert images into your HTML document. Your HTML document is just a text document. It doesn't actually contain any images. What it does is it contains a link to an image that you want to include. First thing that we need to do is to find an image that we want. So let's just go back onto the web and let's just find an image. Okay, if we just click on the images tag, then yep, we've got lots of images of Blackadder there. So okay, if we just right click on the image, then it opens up a context menu, and you'll notice that there's an option there that says save picture as. So if we save the picture, and we just need to put it in the same document, in the same folder where our HTML documents are. Let's just call it Blackadder. Okay, if we just go into our documents now, yep, we can now see that Blackadder image. There we go. Okay, so perhaps I want to now include that image somewhere within my HTML document. How do I do it? Okay, well the image tag is slightly different in that you don't actually need an opening and closing HTML tag for it, because it knows that once you've inserted the image, then you're not going to do anything else with that image. So underneath my link, I'm going to start a new paragraph and close it there, and within that paragraph I'm going to use the image tag, and the image tag is just img. We then need to tell it whereabouts that image is, and we use the attribute called source, which is src, and again we just enclose it in quote marks. So the source of that image is blackadder.jpg. Just like the web pages, when we link to them, the images we can use a relative link, and because the picture is in the same directory as this index page, we don't need to worry about its exact location. We can just put the file name here. Okay, so let's just save that and just go back to the index page, reload it, and there we go. There's my image. Now the size that the image gets shown is dependent at the moment on the size of the original image. We might actually want to specify a height and a width for this image, so we can use some extra attributes, the height and the width ones, to specify exactly how big it's going to be. So perhaps we're going to say that the height's going to be 200 and the width is going to be 100. Those values are in pixels. You'll notice from that I've actually stretched the picture because the original picture isn't that big, and I may also have done it not with the correct aspect ratio. If I just type in here one of either height or width, then Internet Explorer or any of the other browsers will actually work out what the other dimension needs to be. So for example, if I don't put the width of 100 but I keep height 200 in there and save it, then it should still be in the correct ratio. However, the quality of the image doesn't look quite so good, and that's because as you start to make the image bigger than the original, the browser has to kind of guess what the extra information was, and things start to look pixelated. So my advice to you is that if you start inserting images into your web page, which I'm sure you will do, the best thing to do is to, within an image editor, to resize a picture to the size that you want it on your website, and then save it as that and use that size image, so you're not letting the browser resize the image. The final attribute I want to show you to do with the image tag is something called alt, and Internet Explorer actually uses Alt as a tooltip. What I mean by a tooltip is that when you put a mouse over the image, then some descriptive text will pop up. It will also be the text that gets shown if for any reason that picture can't be downloaded by the browser. Perhaps the link isn't correct, or the image has been deleted and you've forgotten to update the link, or some other reason. So now, put my mouse over the image, you notice that we've got that text that I've put within that Alt attribute. If I just change the name of the picture here so that it can't find it, you'll also then see that it's the information gets shown next to the X to indicate that there should be an image there, but it can't find it.